In Geneva, Switzerland, the United Nations has opened its first global racism conference in 8 years. And there was plenty of controversy even before the doors opened, and even more trouble on the first day. NECN's Greg Whalen's here with a recap and reaction from New England human rights leaders.
Well, to begin with, the United States and 5 other countries are boycotting the conference, saying they are concerned that Islamic countries will call for a condemnation of Israel. And the trouble came on the first day when Iranian President Ahmadinejad took the podium. He has repeatedly in the past called for destruction of Israel, and he has denied the Holocaust. It all began peacefully enough, the Iranian president entering to sustained, respectful applause. But even as he reportedly recited an Islamic prayer, he was pelted with clown noses by members of a Jewish student group from France who were also wearing rainbow wigs. They were acting like clowns. They later called the conference a masquerade. Then Ahmadinejad reportedly accused Western nations of using the Holocaust as a pretext for aggression against Palestinians. That provoked a walkout by delegates from nations from the European Union. Now, I spoke to Jewish and Palestinian representatives in the Boston area about all of this. The Palestinian says criticism of Israel is in order. The Jewish spokesman saying it's about an effort within the United Nations to hijack the issue of human rights.
The organizers of this conference only want to identify a single country that they would like to attack. They don't want to talk about Darfur, they don't want to talk about the Congo, they don't want to talk about in specificity what's happened in Tibet. And this has been the subject of the fight, is an effort to undermine the international understanding about human rights and divert it into political attack.
I don't think that's a fair characterization at all. I mean, I think that you really cannot have a serious conference on racism that does not address Israel's treatment of Palestinians in the occupied territories. It is incredibly racist, discriminatory, and a severe violation of human rights and international law. On the other hand, the sad part is that such a serious conversation, which is important, ended up being diverted into this standoff between groups that want to suppress this conversation on the one hand, and then demagogues like Ahmadinejad who want to exploit it on the other for political gain.
Now, Rob Leikind of the Jewish American Committee says criticism of Israel is fair, but not to the exclusion of other human rights controversies, such as child slavery. This conference in Geneva follows one 8 years ago in Durban, South Africa, in which Western nations also walked out over an attempt by Muslim nations to liken Zionism, the movement to establish a Jewish state in the Holy Land, to racism. The Geneva conference goes on now amid protest and controversy. Back to you.